Oh no.
Ah, there we go.
Oh, hello and welcome back to another episode of Let's React. I'm Kenny and this is Montana.
And today we're going to be reacting to Season 2, Episode 6 of Shera, Lightspinner.
I'd be lying if I said I haven't heard some hype behind this episode. A lot of people have been saying they're excited for Season 2, Episode 6. And from the sound of it, it sounds like we're going to get some Shadoweaver backstory or something.
That's going to be fantastic because I feel like knowing where Shadoweaver is coming from is going to give us a lot more understanding of how Catra and Adora were raised, which is going to be really, really cool to see.
Yeah, so I say we go ahead and jump in. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below if you've enjoyed our Shera reaction series and are excited for more episodes to come out every Tuesday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to see episodes early, including the extended, uncut, ad-free versions of the episodes, check out the Patreon linked in the description below where episodes are already posted ahead, and you can ask us the questions we answer in our episode verdict section at the end of every video. All right, I think that's about it. Are we excited for Season 2, Episode 6 of Shera?
Can't wait.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.
Dunderheads, this video was brought to you by the incredible members of the Let's React Patreon. If you want access to a ton of exclusive perks, check out the link in the description below. Have a good day, Twinkle Toes!
All right. Back on the Castaspella Island.
I'm obsessed with the way this is drawn.
Yeah.
It's just so pretty.
Lightspinner. What happened to her? Ooh.
Something bad.
A little bit of magic. Is this her?
No way.
With the ears,
That makes sense, yeah. Is that Glimmers' dad?
So slightly better magic of some sort? Ooh.
Impressive casting, Micah, but you allowed yourself to become distracted.
Micah, that's her dad. You're right.
Looks like Glimmer.
Me to outcast Lightspinner, the
Eyes,
greatest
yeah.
sorcerer to ever walk the halls of Mysticor.
If you're going to interrupt my lessons, you might at least
She seems kind of nice.
Yeah.
In like
I
a
want focus
in
as you
charge
conjure
way.
your own illusions.
Lightspinner, wait, I'm bored. I've been doing light illusions since before
What
I can even
happened to her?
remember. Teach me something real. I want to levitate and shapeshift. You know, the cool stuff.
The guild forbids third years from learning such things. You know that, Micah.
The Guild
So it's
of
like an
Sorcerers
academy.
prides itself on being out of touch geese. We wouldn't want anyone to learn actual magic.
That's a poor likeness of Master Norwin.
Then teach me shapeshifting.
Patience, Micah. You must start at the beginning.
One thing to think about, what happened to her face? Because remember we saw it and it was like grotesque.
And half her face is covered now. So maybe it's like a progression thing where it started off.
Maybe the
and then
dark
just, like,
magic corrupted her.
gradually grew upward. I don't know.
That could be a thing, huh? Well, it does seem, okay, before we get going into this part, it does seem like this is a very far flashback because we've seen, if Micah is Glimmer's dad, that means that it must have been a long time. So I'm fascinated to see. I mean, I didn't realize Shadoweaver was that old. You know what I mean? Or did you think she was old?
I thought she was old. I mean, we don't really know like what the timeline looks like for like life expectancy in this universe, but she definitely gave off like old, I'm gonna say
Gives
old
off
vibes.
old vibes.
I don't know, just like a very old entity.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Why do you bother? You're never getting out of this cell.
Oh, so she's keeping track? Ew.
Gross. Yeah, robot parts. Hordak?
Why is he built like that?
Armor off Hordak.
He's got the Dorito bod.
Wait, is he cybernetic?
Well, his eyes glow. How do you think that happens?
Hordak?
Why is Shadoweaver still in the Fright Zone?
She's my prisoner.
A dangerous one. I want her banished to Beast Island at once.
What? Lord Hordak, Shadoweaver is still useful to us if we can get her to talk. She knows more about Etheria than anyone else.
Also about the Fright Zone. Have you considered the consequences if that information were to fall into the wrong hand?
Is Shadoweaver somehow going to go to the princesses and be like, I can help you?
Okay, that's an interesting idea because the one thing we do know about Shadoweaver is that she prioritizes herself over everything.
Yep.
So,
And Adora.
okay, yeah. But I also think that her love of Adora is more of a, I love the way that you make me look as my like prodigy, like amazing, like trophy child, rather than like actually caring about her.
Yeah.
So I could totally see her switching sides potentially.
Oh, that'd be fascinating. Would they like accept her?
I don't know that they'd trust her.
We'll cast a spell and maybe they'd get her to talk to him. Fascinating. Anyway.
Without the black garnet, she's completely powerless.
Is she?
Okay.
Hi, Catra. What are you doing here?
I'm a force captain. What are you doing here?
I've been integrating the first one's tech Hordak's pre-existing.
Oh my gosh, that
mainframe,
huge
but
piece.
it maybe completely overloaded the Fright Zone energy grid.
Oh boy.
We're gonna have to redesign that.
What Entrapta is doing does not concern you, Force Captain.
Interesting.
Oh, were you two having a meeting? Guess I should be going.
No, you stay. You have 2 days to extract whatever information you can. Then you will banish her to Beast Island. Do you understand? Or do I have to make myself understood?
No, Lord Hordak. I understand.
Good. Dismissed.
We should be able to initiate our first test of the portal as soon as I rebuild the electric.
I need to address something. I saw a lot of comments about Entrapdak. Y'all are messed up.
I don't like that.
No.
And I'm not one to judge.
No. We don't allow that. Oh, she can't even reach her food.
You actually moved it. How?
There's magic everywhere. The princesses channel powerful elemental magic through their runestones, but sorcerers can learn to channel lesser power through spells after many years of serious
Why is he trying to
study
eat
and
it?
Discipline. The guild brings
Maybe,
those
like,
who
testing the
have
hardness
a
of the
talent
rock?
for magic to study here in Mysticor. I only train the truly gifted. You're one of the most talented students I've ever seen, Micah, but you lack dedication.
I'll prove to you that I'm worthy. Here, I'll show you.
Not yet. First, you must promise to do exactly as I say.
We don't like that. Okay, so these are like historic documents. Oh. It's just sort of like a behind the back of the guild sort of teaching.
Well, they did run when someone else came into that room, which doesn't seem
Doesn't seem promising.
like they're doing it with like full permission.
Yeah. This is kind of cool.
Yeah,
Not sure what's
right?
happening.
Practice, I guess.
Yeah. That looks like the thing in the center of her head.
Who else has been teaching you?
No one. I just did what you taught me. Did I do something wrong?
No, I knew you were gifted. I just didn't realize how gifted. You have incredible power. And I'm the one who will mold that power.
So, you'll keep teaching me?
We're going to do great things together.
Doesn't sound very
I mean,
good.
Thank you, Lightspinner.
Guild needs talents like ours more than ever before. Perhaps, no, you're not ready.
I know I have a lot to learn, but I'm ready for anything. What is it?
Textbook manipulation.
Yep. Shadoweaver's always had it.
It's awful. Why would you conjure this?
No illusion. This is really happening. An army has invaded our lands. They call
Hordak.
themselves the Horde. They've accomplished much in a short time, more than our leaders have.
We have to do something.
Easy, Micah. The Sorcerers Guild meets tomorrow to decide a course of action. I have a plan to give us the power needed to stop the Horde. I only hope that Norwin and his followers can see the threat as clearly as you do.
You'll make them see. If anyone can do it, it's you.
So the Horde's been around long enough for that guy to become old and have Glimmer as a child. That's...
Yeah.
Horde's been around a while.
How'd you find me?
Scorpia.
You always come out here when you're upset. Also, I looked everywhere else. What's troubling my bestie?
I'm not your bestie.
Oh, I don't
Mean.
accept any of that.
Yeah, well, get used to not getting what you want in life. Hordak is making me send Shadoweaver to Beast Island.
Beast Island is real? Oops, that's not good. Catra,
Not sure
can I
about
get a
that one.
hand? Catra? I thought Beast Island was just a story they told to keep us in line. Being sent there is supposed to be a fate worse than death.
What is Beast Island?
There's some really nice stuff too. Maybe Shadoweaver will write and tell us about it.
What is wrong with you? They go and they never come back. It doesn't matter how hard I work or what I do for the Horde. Hordak doesn't trust me. He never listens to me. Shadoweaver is useful and she can help us.
Seriously?
Explain psychologically why somebody would want to keep around somebody that hurt them so much.
Okay, my initial take is that when Shadoweaver is around and Catra can interact with her on a regular basis, that reinforces that Catra is in control of the situation. But if she's sent away and Catra doesn't want that to happen, then that control dynamic isn't there anymore and she's gonna have to deal with all of the repercussions and fallout from before.
Huh, interesting.
That's just a guess though.
All right, we'll have to see.
Hasn't exactly given us any information. Why do you really want to keep her around? She's never been very nice to you.
Yeah.
I kind of thought you hated her.
You wouldn't understand.
I think she still has attachment. Yeah. It's like Stockholm's a little bit.
Stockholm.
We can no longer stand by. The Horde conquers more and more territory. The princesses have been unable to stop them. They've taken a runestone, the Black Garnet.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
We may not have runestone, but there is a way we can make ourselves strong enough to stand against the Horde. Cast the spell of obtainment and take power for ourselves.
What you propose is forbidden, Lightspinner. The spell of obtainment leeches power, turning the caster into a magical parasite. If it does not kill the caster outright.
Tonight, the 3 moons of enchantment come into alignment. This will make all the magic of Etheria stronger. Think of the good we'll do.
There can be no good from this.
So we do nothing?
Princesses will settle the problem. Etheria will take care of itself as it has always done.
I'm not sure about that one.
To twisted spells.
You know I'm right.
Not happy about that.
If we don't fight, we won't have a planet to protect.
Be satisfied with what you have, Lightspinner. Some power is not meant for you.
You're all.
She doesn't believe that.
What did they say? They refuse to lend me their strength to do what must be done. They never listen to me. Still haven't earned their trust. Norwin and those fools don't care about magic.
It's funny because that's exactly what Catra would say.
Yep.
The Horde will destroy Etheria if we don't stop them.
If you want to help, there is another way.
Oh boy. They're gonna do it
Pack
like
your bag. You're going to Beast
behind
Island.
their backs.
Oh, that's right. You don't have anything.
When?
Don't you care? It's a death sentence. What don't you get about that?
Don't
You're
tell me
a
the planets
goner
are about
unless
to
you can
align
give me
again.
a reason good enough to convince Hordak that you're worth keeping around. Don't you have anything to say? Give me something.
I've given everything.
Yeah, I think you're
have
right. I
to
think
the
she doesn't
Horde.
want her to go because she's still
You really
attached.
are useless. You are getting what you deserve.
Wait, take pity on an old powerless woman. I want to see my old Sorcerer's Guild badge one last time. It must be among my things. Bring it to me. It's the last thing I will ever ask.
Sounds like a
Get
trap.
to ask things of me. Yeah.
She's gonna bring it.
The spell of obtainment is difficult. Once we begin casting, we cannot stop.
You sure about this?
We need this power. It's the only way to protect our people.
Oh boy. This is how she becomes grotesque,
Do
probably.
exactly as we practiced.
And she's using Glimmers' dad,
Oh,
Micah. Cool name.
yeah. Do you think this turns her evil, or like how does she end up being a force for the Horde?
Yeah, I don't know. Oh,
Shadows.
Lightspinner.
I don't like
What's
that a lot.
happening? What is that?
Hold it steady. Do not stop now.
Oh no. Oh no.
damn.
And now it's red and oh no. Is she gonna sacrifice herself to get all the power to save him?
This isn't right. No.
Oh. Oh no.
Ah, there we go.
Oh.
Oh, and they take her back to the Horde like that?
Well, I think she
maybe?
just gains all the shadow powers.
Okay.
Lightspinner.
Micah.
She's gonna body all of them at once.
Lightspinner.
Micah, how could you? After everything I've taught you, the spell was working.
The spell was evil. Saw what it was.
That's why
doing
her
to
eyes
the
are
world.
like that.
To us.
You've
Oh my
always
God.
hungered after power. Bringing you into our ranks was a grave mistake.
The only mistake, seeking the approval of a fool like you. You're all weak.
Not gonna stop her. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh. And that's the leader of the guild.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh my.
The spell worked. I am stronger than all of you.
Did she just absorb him?
Lightspinner, please hold.
Did she ever care about? Okay, she did care about him.
She's gonna let him go. Oh.
Okay. I thought maybe it like turned her evil. I thought maybe that like turned her evil, but there's still a bit of humanity. Because she obviously cared about Micah after.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh.
I really don't like that.
Terrifying.
Like worms.
How? What? Oh, this is still a flashback.
Okay.
Gotcha.
There is someone here who can help take him to victory.
So,
Now we're, yep, they are aligned.
Save your skin.
You know I haven't. Why do you insist on delivering my meals yourself?
I guess I just like seeing you in shackles.
We both know that's not the only reason. What do you want from me, Catra?
Why did you treat me the way you did?
Yeah.
Why was I never good enough for you? Really, I want to know.
She needs closure.
Because you remind me of myself. You always have. Nothing was ever easy for me. I wasn't born to power like Adora, and I had to earn my power, fight for it. Why should it be any different for you?
I was a child when you took me in. What could I have possibly done to deserve the way you treated me? I am nothing like you. You are bitter and weak.
Ah, you are like me. And just like me, you're losing your position with Hordak.
You don't know what you're talking about.
You're being pushed out.
I am not. Justin Trapta understands all that tech stuff.
Come here.
Please don't.
Don't do it.
Oh, girl.
Oh, nope.
She's earned his trust.
Manipulation.
I want you to go further than I did, but you need to be smarter than me, stronger than me.
Then help me. Come up with something so you can stay.
I will try, but I'm tired now. Come back later.
This is just textbook manipulation.
Yeah. Now she's back under it.
Poor baby.
Self-hug. Just like Adora. Oh no. No. That was all a ploy.
Yep.
Oh no. And that guy fought Adora when she first was Shera.
Was your excursion successful?
I arrived too late. I found something, but it's useless. Put it with the other orphans in the infirmary.
You got Adora.
This one is different. She has power.
Fine, take it. Just get it out of here.
Hordak seems defeated.
Oh, baby Adora.
Oh, stop
my
it.
God. I cannot do this right now.
We're going to do great things together.
Little baby hand.
It's time.
Yep. Planets aligned. So she's gonna do that spell she did originally with Micah.
I wonder what happens if you already have that dark power and you're absorbing it.
Yeah.
I know it hasn't been that long, but I figured we could brainstorm together.
She's out. Oh.
Come on, two devious minds such as ours? Or...
Oh.
Because she teleported
it's like
the last time.
Is it like a hologram?
Yep. A shadow.
You were just using me all along.
Yep.
Surprise.
Again. Interesting, though, that Catra would give her another chance.
Oh. Oh. Catra, okay, we need to address that. Catra truly has nothing. No Adora, no Shadoweaver. She has Scorpia, but like,
but she doesn't
pushing
think
her
she
away.
has Scorpia.
Like, she really has it rough.
Wow.
Do you think this is gonna spiral Catra more?
It's either gonna do that or she's gonna realize and switch sides. God, I just feel so bad for her.
Oh
like, seeing that the only thing you can do is feel bad for her. I know she's the villain.
But you still feel bad for her. And also,
she's just like a child who wasn't nurtured, and it's just so hard to see.
Yeah, and also, so what we saw when Shadoweaver first got her powers was that she was able to teleport away, and I think she just did that again. So,
yeah.
Where'd she go? That's the question.
Yeah, and what's her plan now? Because she's so power hungry.
You know how I thought my tracker pad had broken back in Alwyn? Well, I've been studying it and I realized the garbled static isn't a bug. Speaking of some kind of transmission, with these 3 moons in alignment, all transmissions should be stronger.
Yeah, she's gonna fall.
Oh, guys!
Oh no.
It's working! We did it!
If they didn't have Glimmer, they'd be dead so many times.
Yeah, for real.
Can you read the rest?
Serenia portal.
portal.
Mara, what's a Serenia?
I don't know. Has to do with Mara.
Mara.
It can't be good.
Is Mara still alive?
Or it's just like Mara's portal. Okay.
But like, is
All
that
right.
signed Mara?
I guess it's possible. I didn't fully understand what that was. My interpretation was that the message was about the portal, and then there was a reference to Mara. So they figure it's like Mara's portal.
Gotcha. Anyway, so that was episode 6 of season 2 of Shera. A lot we learned that episode.
A lot happened too. Normally those like exposition-y, I guess it's not exposition. Is it exposition?
Well,
whatever.
exposition is
Background,
one
whatever.
just saying it.
The background episodes, I feel like they don't typically have something big happen in like the current timeline, and that one did, which is really cool. And I'm just wondering where Shadoweaver is now and what her plan is moving forward.
Yeah, we're going to analyze it more, but for now, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below if you enjoyed that episode. Are excited for the season finale of season 2 coming next Tuesday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be posted to Patreon ahead of time, and if you want to see episodes early and ask us the questions we're about to answer, check out the Patreon linked in the description below. It's already posted now, so go check it out. We have a lot to discuss, but before we do that, where are we headed?
All right, let's go to the episode verdict.
Thank you for watching that episode. If you want to ask us the questions we're about to answer, check out the Patreon linked in the description below. We love having a post-episode discussion with questions given to us by members of the Patreon, so join at any level to start asking. For now, let's get to question 1. Tiffany Werewolf Girl asks, when Shadoweaver... First of all, great name. Second of all, when Shadoweaver is being manipulative, I notice she likes to touch the person she is manipulating, with Glimmers' father, Catra, and even Adora. Do you think she does that because she really does love the person in her head, or because it's easier to manipulate people that way?
Such a good question.
Yeah.
And what this is, it's textbook manipulation, withholding affection, so that when you really need someone to do what you want, you can give them
a crumb of physical touch.
Exactly what they've been wanting and needing for so long, that they will do anything. So I think it's definitively manipulative, but the fact that she's so distant most of the time means that the second she begins to open up, the people she's manipulating are so desperate for her love and approval that they will just completely bend to her will.
And that was really shown with the thing that I had noticed, I realized detail-wise, is that, so there was that scene with Catra and Shadoweaver where Shadoweaver kind of like touched her hair and was saying, you were a lot like me, that's why I treated you harshly, and then she got the pendant she needed to escape, right?
Yeah.
That was already in there before that conversation happened. So that means that even without any sort of affection or anything, Catra was already going to do it for her.
Yeah.
But so that just shows you like
the depth.
Any sort of niceness from Shadoweaver being like, please can I see this pendant one last time before I go to Beast Island? Like anything from Shadoweaver, Catra's still right back in it.
Yep.
And she's got to feel so, like we already saw when she was crying, she was so angry about it because it's just, Shadoweaver is a master manipulator. She just is textbook master, right?
Yeah, and being manipulated like that for such an extensive period of time just completely deteriorates your trust in yourself and your sense of self-worth, because how is she ever supposed to trust herself after that?
Absolutely.
Knowing that she knew Shadoweaver was so manipulative and so evil, and she still bought into it.
Yep.
That's tragic.
Yeah. All right, let's go to question 2.
All right, JHTR asks, so we can all agree Shadoweaver/Lightspinner should never be allowed near kids again.
Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely not.
The way she took in Adora, how it was literally just based on her being powerful. The way that she manipulated, what's his name? Micah. The way she manipulated Micah and like would have those moments where it's like, well, I could, actually, I can't tell you that. Like knowing that he's the type of curious person who would be like, no, tell me. Involving him in such a ridiculously dangerous magical like ceremony of sorts, like that's reckless endangerment. And then seeing what she did to Catra, like she's just so far what we've seen 3 for 3 in being a terrible parent. So yeah, no, Shadoweaver should not be allowed around kids anymore at all. And I wonder if she ever gets another protege. I wonder if she ever gets another person to like sink her claws into, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
Shall we go on to question 3? My Own Zinger asks, Shadoweaver justifies her treatment of Catra by saying Catra reminds her of herself. How does this mindset fit into the cycle of abuse. Have you seen this kind of behavior from Catra at all?
This is such a fantastic question. And it just kind of comes down to hurt people hurt people. I'm assuming Shadoweaver has had some pretty significant issues in her life in order to end up where she
said
did.
she did. She was like, I struggled growing up. Why shouldn't you?
I struggled the same way. People repeat the cycle of abuse because it's comfortable. And then additionally, Shadoweaver thought that where she had ended up was like a good place to be. She's in charge. She's powerful. She's second in command in the Horde. Why wouldn't she want the same thing for someone who reminded her of herself? And then additionally, kind of separate from that, if she had to go through that whole thing, why should someone else not have to? Which is the really, really difficult thing. And I think we see that a lot kind of in society in general of like, well, I had student loans, so, you know, why should you not have
pull yourself
loans?
Up by your bootstraps.
Like, I had to suffer, so you should too.
Like, no.
No, I had to suffer, and I don't want anyone to ever have to feel the way I felt. And I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure no one ever has to go through that again. That's one way that, like, if you've been to therapy, like, that's the way you should handle
Shadoweaver needs therapy.
Yeah.
And Catra.
But if you haven't, that's a very, very typical response.
Yeah, but the other thing that was mentioned here is, have you seen this kind of behavior from Catra at all? I think with Scorpia, a little bit. She's kind of been treating her like crap, even though she's trying to be your friend.
Yeah, I feel like she doesn't kind of have a protege in the same sense, but I think she definitely correlates control with love, which is a very like Shadoweaver-esque thing to do. But I would be really, really nervous to see what it would look like if Catra like found a baby.
Oh, wait. Also, when Adora was poisoned, she was like, "You're mine now, Adora." Like, she showed that behavior then.
Exactly.
When she didn't want to just like Shadoweaver didn't want to let Adora go. Like, that could have been, that's a whole entire scene. You could have replaced Catra with Shadoweaver and the dialogue could have stayed the same.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is terrifying thought. With that bleak analysis, we're going to end this episode. Thank you for watching, and be on the lookout for the season finale coming next Tuesday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to see that episode now, check out the Patreon linked in the description below, where you can see episodes early and ask us the questions we just answered. All right, I think that's about it. Are we excited for the season finale of season 2 of Shera?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.